I probably won't finish this painting, are the final, horrifying, gruesome last words of someone who got their butt beat by a painting. Which is this one, because this painting took it out of me like no other. I am not only disappointed in myself this spooky season, but like I'm also a little depressed. I mean, who isn't? Let's look at the state of the world right now. But back to this painting, it was a little ambitious, especially doing an oil painting so far into spooky season. I think I started this like September, like the last day of September, the first day of October. I can't really remember. But nonetheless, I knew this was ambitious going in. However, I thought I would be able to overcome that. Unfortunately, with the revisions that I end up doing in this damn painting, in this video, you'll see it took days. It kind of took it out of me. I'm not gonna lie, like redoing it over and over again. So the backstory to this painting was pretty much me watching The Wizard of Oz, and I just wanted to make a scarecrow. My costume, a couple years ago, I made a scarecrow costume. Once again, inspired by The Wizard of Oz, maybe like a dark twist on the scarecrow. This is what the full costume looked like, very spooky. But on Halloween night, I was out in the club and I'm like, ooh, take a picture of me. I didn't wear the mask, but I did some face makeup, and I was looking back at photos from that night and I'm like, ooh, I really like the poses. Like, who's the model in this? Because damn. But I like this pose. It was given John Singer Sargent for some reason. Like, that's kind of the inspo and kind of the style that I was trying to emulate with the painting. So from the start, I was trying to go for a more loose and thickly painted style. Now let me stop rambling for just a second, because I'm gonna let y'all watch me get the groundwork done, the coloring. So at this point, I was still very confident. I did know that there was some things I wanted to tweak, but overall the composition was a little strong. I was digging it. I knew I had to change some things up, but you know, it was coming along. And I was looking at some of Sargent's work, and I like how he blended the clothing and the shadow into the background. As you can kind of see, the face was throwing me off. Was not digging the face, and I still didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. I thought a pumpkin, you know, because there's like that orange shadow on my face. So my thought process was to do the same kind of makeup, maybe make it more like teeth or stitches, and then do like a hole in the nose, almost like a skeleton or like a jack-o'-lantern, and cast a very colorful orange shadow all over the face to almost emulate a pumpkin. It's the next day. I want to try and finish the face, but I hate it. I don't like this painting at all. I don't like where it's going, and I'm stuck. It's a little dry. What's throwing me off the most is just pretty much all of it. I don't know. I was going for a pumpkin for a second, then I'm like, oh, let's go back to the scarecrow. But then I'm like, I don't really like the scarecrow because I don't like the mouth and the stitches. But then I also don't like the nose or the eyeballs because I think it just looks lifeless now. It doesn't feel like there's a soul behind it. It just looks like I'm making a pumpkin scarecrow thing. Yeah, I don't know about it. Well, let's see where we go. Little did I know that we don't go anywhere, at least nowhere productive, because at some point I kind of ditched the whole idea of the makeup and went straight into pumpkin territory. It straight up just turned into a jack-o'-lantern at some point. I'll let y'all watch. Well, that idea was very shortly lived because I just kind of gave up halfway until I went at it again and did exactly the same thing. I think at this point I'm like, ooh, a pumpkin would be really cool to make. You know, like an evil looking pumpkin. It would make the portrait just a little bit more interesting, you know? So I went straight into a pumpkin, like straight up a pumpkin with the candle inside. And I'm not gonna lie, at some point I was digging this. I was like, okay, this could work. Until I lost all confidence and it just ended up looking so muddy. No contrast, no value, just flat. I was like, okay, I like the mouth. I kind of like the vibe of the glowing in the pumpkin, but essentially just gave up on that because the whole portrait just looked funky and cartoony. Now let's get back to the roots because I thought maybe doing this pumpkin stuff and doing all this extra stuff was the only thing holding me back from finishing this portrait. So I went back to the makeup idea, maybe just doing hints of like a skeleton instead of going full on jack-o'-lantern skull type thing. Unfortunately, the lips and the eyes were throwing me off so much. They were so detached from the style of the nose. I did not know what to do. It was not it. I was thinking maybe it was just missing that glow, that shine on the side of the face, that orange. So once I added that, I was still not feeling it. It almost made it even more out of place. So I went back and added more color, I added more shine to the face, and unfortunately, it just kind of dulled it down even more. I was getting that saturation that I wanted, but going back and forth with lighter and darker and kind of going over the same areas when they were wet really just muddied this whole face up. Like, I know I'm not crazy, like it looks flat. I don't know, at this point I was really just moving things around, trying to darken areas, lighten areas. And then I had this idea, maybe it just needed some bold shadow. I forgot to film it, but as you can see, the other side of the face got really dark. I added a whole bunch of shadow, which really did help this painting. I was looking at some of the reference photos I took that night, and I found a photo that I had a very dark side of the face and then kind of a highlight just on the one side. And what do you know? It kind of fixed this painting. I like it a lot more. So I trashed the other reference photo and just stuck with the one. And it kind of popped. It really just kind of clicked for me. I'll let y'all watch for a little bit. I don't know about you, but I think it looks so much better, especially adding that drama. Adding that drama of shadow and then that highlight on the side of the face. It really just added a whole bunch of dimension that I really needed in this painting. However, this had taken me so long to do. I was looking at the painting as a whole, and I liked the face because I spent so much time on the face, but something about this painting just was not working for me anymore. Like, I no longer had the motivation to even finish this painting because there was so much more to do. And I was just having this overwhelming feeling that, what if I run into the same problems with the body and the clothes that I did with the face? Like, this is going to take me months to complete. And on top of that, I still had to edit this damn video, which takes me so long to do because I can't edit for shit. Honestly, it just took it out of me. And spooky season is almost over, and I still had so much more to do. But I already worked so hard on this painting, there was no way I would just not post it. So here it is, unfinished. I probably won't finish this painting, at least not for a long time. I lost motivation to finish it. I don't even know if I like the idea, but I'm running out of time to make some things for spooky season, so I want to make this video and show you that sometimes it's okay to lose faith in a painting, and I did in this case. I don't know why I thought it would be cute to do an oil painting for a video when I know that I'm running out of time to post things, especially for the spooky season. So that was on me. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, concerns, please let me know down below. If you have any suggestions on what I should do next, please let me know down below. Maybe next year.